Y'all about to see Road Rage Rubik's in a second, cause I don't know what he doing, man. YouTube, what is happening, man? Welcome back to the channel, man. Appreciate you guys tapping in and locking into this video. If you are new to the channel, please do me a huge favor. Make sure you comment, like, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel, man. Check out some of my old videos. We got some racing action. We got some car meets. We got some car reviews. We got a little bit of everything on this channel, man. So if you're into that type of thing, go ahead and lock it in for the long haul, man. We'd love to have you a part of the family. For all my new people always halfway in the road, man. For all my new viewers, I just said new viewers, for all my returning viewers, man, thank y'all for rocking with your boy, man, and subscribing and locking in on the channel and commenting all the videos and watching, man. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are the real MVP, and that doesn't go unnoticed, man. So keep on doing that. I really appreciate y'all. We couldn't do this without you. So let's go ahead and get into topic to today's video. You see the title, you see the thumbnail, man. I was gonna make a video on this, but let me move my move my camera. You know, if y'all watch my videos, y'all know how I do these videos, right? So first, I was gonna do a video on this because it's pretty much, it is fake news for what it is, and I'm trying to hurry up and get this video done because I'm riding with the AC off right now. It's about 80 degrees. If I have the AC on, you guys be hearing nothing but wind right now. But I was gonna do a video on this because, like I said, this is pretty much fake news for the most part. It is the April Fool's joke that needs to die, that comes back every year. We're talking about the SRT GHOUL, the 1,000 horsepower Charger that's gonna be $200,000 that Dodge is gonna make 100 of, and all that, man. It's fake, man. It's not gonna happen in the way they're talking it's gonna happen. But you know, I've been thinking, because I'll be doing a lot of thinking, man, and I don't want to kill all hopes and dreams off just yet. But the more I think about it, I do think there's a way that Dodge can make this happen. They can make this SRT GHOUL a real thing. And it's not just as easy as just taking the Hellephant 1,000 horsepower 426 engine and throwing it in a Charger and calling it a day. It's a little bit more complicated than that. I think Dodge has a way to do it, and they have shown they can do something like this before. So let me break it down to y'all, man. If you don't know or have been living in a rock, y'all know Dodge came out with a limited edition Dodge Challenger Demon that had 840 horsepower on race gas. I think it was 808 on normal pump gas and things like that, which is the most powerful car that Dodge has dropped, you know, ever. Or any manufacturer, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong there, but I don't think there's any other cars out there with 800 horsepower or 840 horsepower. But they dropped that limited edition with 3,006 or 3,300 units that they made, and they sold them all, of course, and that car's a collector's item. But this GHOUL, we're talking a car $200,000 and 1,000 horsepower from the factory. And how can they make this possible? So this is one thing you gotta understand. Dodge cannot just make the car with 1,000 horsepower from the factory from the get-go, because of the fact the hardest thing that they're gonna have to deal with is getting the car through emissions, trying to make it emission friendly and able to sell as mass produced, which I don't think they'll do a mass produced car like that. They could do a limited edition, which makes more sense, but 1,000 horsepower engine with a 426, I don't think that's possible. So this is what I think Dodge can do to make that work. As you saw with the Demon came with like 808 horsepower, 804 horsepower, and 840 on race gas. The car did not come with 840 horsepower on race gas. There would be no way to make a car that is produced from the factory past emissions to run on race gas. That's not going to happen. So Dodge got to get smart on this. So this is what they will have to do with the engine. Two options, right? Option number one, they can take the Demon engine, produce it with, or maybe the engine out of Superstock, which is pretty much the Demon engine. Take that engine, make it come with 808 horsepower or 807 horsepower, something like that, and it's from factory form, because that engine is good to go, right? They would have to do something to get to 1,000 horsepower. And this is where kind of a GHOUL crate or some kind of GHOUL box with extra goodies will come into play. So what they would do, they'll take that engine and find a way to get up to 1,000 horsepower, which would include a Corsa tune. So in that box, you would get like a, what is it called? You get some kind of, you get a new PCM for the car. You get a new gauge cluster, not gauge cluster, but another, like your control thing that's down here, right? You get a new one of those, and you won't just get 1,000 horsepower, 200 extra horsepower from a tune. You would need a little bit more than that. So I think in this crate or whatever they come with the GHOUL that you have to pay extra for, you would need something like pulleys. I think you would need new pulleys to get 1,000 horsepower and make it run on race gas. That I feel is very feasible to get 1,000 horsepower engine. It won't be 1,000 from factory, but it will have the factory parts in there. And then you will have to, after you get the car, you have to take it to a Dodge technician for them to install the PCM and any other parts to make it go 1,000 horsepower, which more than likely would be pulleys and things of that nature. That's option one. But I know you guys are like, well, it's not a 426 engine. Okay, so let's go with the 426 engine. So a lot of you guys know the Hellephant engine is a crate engine that Mopar sells. And if you look at it, that is the only engine that isn't in a mass-produced car. They have a 5.7 crate engine, they have the 6.4 crate engine, and the Hellcat crate engine, all in cars, but they do not have a Hellephant crate engine in a car because of the emissions reasons. So what they could do is this: they could take that engine and try to detune it down to make it pass emissions, right? And make it good for all the government people that, you know, certify selling cars. Now, I'm about to have some, y'all about to see Road Rage Rubik's in a second, because I don't know what he's doing, man. But they take this 426, tune it down to maybe like an 800 horsepower or something. What do they got to do, right? Whether it's putting on a different pulley to lower the horsepower, what do they got to do to take the horsepower down, make the car more emission friendly, pass emissions, and then give you the crate that will unlock the full 1,000 horsepower of the engine, which I think is very feasible. Because with Dodge, one thing you got to think about it, I've been mentioning this in some of my other videos, they can make this car, but they're gonna try not to spend a lot of money. They already got all the things they can do at their disposal to make this thing a reality. So that'd be my second thought of what they can do. Now in this crate, of course, the only thing that won't come in it, they can't just put some pulleys and a new tune and that's it. I think drag radials will be a good thing to put in that put in the crate, because of the fact that you got a 1,000 horsepower sedan. Give it some drag radials that you can take it to the track if you choose to do so, right? They put some other goodies in there as well, maybe like a harness bar, you know, things for racing, kind of similar to what they did with the Demon. Now with this car being more mass produced and more of them out there, granted, I still think that the value of the car would go up, but it'll still be limited, right? It won't be like a car that you see all the time, like Hellcats, like and stuff like that. It'll still be a limited production car and something that people will go after. One thing I think they can't do a complete redesign of the car. I think the car will look pretty much like mostly how the Chargers look now. They may do a couple of small things here and there, maybe a new hood, maybe new bumper, maybe something slightly different on the interior, but nothing major. Because the goal would be to produce this car without putting a lot of money into the car, so that way they can sell it at a lower price and get more units out there. And you can actually see one in person if that's the case, right? That's actually gonna be the end of this video, man. I wanted to talk about this because of the fact that I've heard this rumor every year. Every article puts something out about this thing coming out every April 1st. It is for a fact an April Fool's joke, but I think there's a way that Dodge can do it. This will be great. That Dodge would do, like before everything goes electric, kind of like the last biggest thing they come out with. I do still feel that they will come out with an 800 horsepower sedan at some way. I think this is the way they can do it. I mentioned in one of my previous videos that they have the capabilities of putting the Superstock engine into a Charger and having an 800 horsepower sedan, and this will bring that to reality. I do think also, I mentioned in one of my previous videos, that I think there are going to be more Dodge Charger wide body models out there to come. If you look at their website and just think about all the trims, Challenger has 1 million trims out there. the Charger doesn't have as many trims, and typically when the Challenger gets something, at some point the Charger gets it in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like this SRT GHOUL, if they do it the way I say, it is something that can actually happen, and it will kind of be the thing that's kind of like what the Challengers got with the Demon. This will be for the Charger guys out there, and it'll be cool to do that, because you know Dodge is crazy enough to do something crazy, put 800 horsepower in a Charger. I'm about to say Challenger there, but let me know what you guys think, man. Do you think what I'm saying, my proposed plan, would work for Dodge? If y'all think it should work, man, y'all need to get me a job at Dodge, man. I'll be thinking about stuff, man. Put me out there. Let me get a job at Dodge, man. I got ideas, man. I got feasible ideas that could work, man. I be thinking about crazy stuff, but I do think this is a feasible plan that Dodge can do, and bring us to GHOUL and do it like that, right? So I want to thank you guys for tuning in, man. Really appreciate you guys spending some time with me. Remember to subscribe to the channel and lock in with your boy for the long haul. Like I said, I want y'all to be a part of the family, man. We're gonna catch y'all on the next video. We are out. Cut it.